Hi darlings, I'm back, and this is just to go over a few things that I completely didn't point out in the last video. So I was showing you this picture, and this is of course the total lunar eclipse, the 11th of the 8th, which I actually took you to see, but I didn't point out it was the lunar eclipse. And this lunar eclipse, we're going to have the Sun and Mercury completely conjunct. Completely conjunct. That Mercury, yeah, I mean, completely conjunct, right on the tip of the scales, with Venus at home. So we've got the tail of the snake here as well. This is where Charles has his sun. So the sun is in full in Libra because the sun is exalted. It is exalted in Aries, and the moon is conjunct Uranus and the head of the snake in Aries, where Prince Charles also has his moon. Mars will be already retrograde on his way back to go around the bullseye. So it just took this picture on the front of L'Equipe. I didn't realize how important it was. So we've got a coin. This is the coin. This is a corner. This is the sound of the duck, of blue, a little, so, you know, the Mercury is completely blinded. And we've got written up here, de lourdes réquisitions. So that means heavy, heavy going back over. So heavy requisitions, same word in English, but Lourdes is also the name of Our Lady of Lourdes, which everybody goes to see in France, which is also the name of Madonna's daughter. And not that I pay any attention to this, but I'll just show you something too. Okay, this is what I don't really pay much attention to, these royal actor things, because I'm sure there's a reason that this is being pointed out to us, but I do see this connection with, you know, this is what's coming in. This is the Lourdes, her daughter's called Lourdes, so this site claims that they are the same person. I have no idea how that's possible, but when you see, and then that Kate's is Rocco. So we've got Lourdes, which is the Pyrenees, where the Polaris is, and then Rocco, the chateau next to me, is La Roque. It's La Roque, where the Well of the Dragon, where Kate and William came in 2016 to open the Lion Gates. And, you know, it's not a special chateau at all. It's just owned by the RG Richard Green. I said I've got an RG on each side of me, the Roman Greeks, the two green rings, and the vortex on my land. So I wonder if they've got here the pictures of the children. Okay, here we go. So Rocco, I don't pay attention, but I think that this is interesting. So Lourdes, we've got going on in France at the moment. So this new Pap Nidai Popeye Popeye, it's the new Minister of Education in France. So we've got all the affair of the voile. Voile is the veil. So, you know, this is that Virgin with her veil, the Mary Magdalene rising. And they are getting more and more aggressive. The young women bringing in that they want to wear their voile. And we also see in fashion, all this voile. So this is all very much this energy of the Lourdes, of the religion, of the Islam coming in. So Rocco, Kate, I've got this going on. So I'm going to show you for this eclipse. So this eclipse, let's go see it. I've got a few charts up here. So you've got William here. This is the lunar eclipse. So it's not, the sun's not completely conjunct. So that's why it's only, well, no, this is a total. This is the lunar eclipse. So, okay, so this is a total. Sun in Libra, moon in Aries, and we've got Uranus still retrograde, Venus and Mercury both in Libra. Is that correct? Yeah. Venus, Mercury and Sun are all in Libra. So Venus is at home, the ruler of Taurus, where Mars is going retrogrades. And we've got that square, making the square. We've got this and another square up, all with Saturn right making these squares here. And here is Mars going retrogrades. So Charles's chart, William, US Apollo. So US Apollo, you've got Jupiter, Moon, Uranus, Pluto, all in Virgo, with the South Node just in Babylon, the whore of Babylon. You've got the top of the chart right on Sirius. You've got a conjunction of the sun in the moon's home. Make that fertility, bringing in the sun just from Gemini, conjunct to Mercury, and that north node on that first degree of 11, Apollo, the Aquarius house. This big grand trine from Mars in Scorpio, where Prince Charles has his Mars. So that Mars is going to be making an opposition for both, for Charles, as Mars goes retrograde over Aldebaran. So William's charts, he has also got in Virgo Mars, Saturn conjunct Pluto right on SpicA, and Jupiter is retrograde, but he doesn't, he is fully in Virgo, not in Libra. This is William. So William's born the day of the solstice. So that's 216. 216 is 6 times 6 times 6. He's born in 1982. It's the year of the water dog. He has Jupiter, Saturn, Mars fully, and Pluto on SpicA in this Virgo girl. So Pluto, Jupiter in detriment, Saturn and Mars, just like Jupiter was for the moon landing. And he has he's born on a black moon with his north node all right on top of Sirius, the dog star. and Mars will be just opening that 7th house to come back and retrograde over his Mercury and Venus at home here. So his father will be coming retrograde here, and his father has got Mars right opposite in Scorpio. So Charles's chart, we've got Moon, North Node and Uranus right on the Moon North Node of Prince Charles. So you can never be sure with these charts. You don't know exactly the degrees, but they're saying that his North Node is at 10 degrees, and they're saying that the North Node is at 18 degrees. Doesn't look like it's that many difference, but it's still conjunct. It's still all conjunct, and it's making the opposition on Mercury, the Sun. So the Sun of Charles, Mercury represents the child, and we're going to have Mercury and the South Node all right at, look at that, and the Sun as well right on top, and Venus, he's got Venus in detriment in Virgo, and he's rising Cancer, so he's very sensitive to this. The Moon is the ruler of his charts, and he's got this, you know, he was very dominated by his mother, the Moon, in the 10th house, and he's just kind of making it up here, and this is pretty catastrophic with Uranus. So, you know, we could be coming to William. This is William Telltale. This is the, I've showed you so many times, that flesh, the apple of William Tail is the whale's tail. You hold the flesh up. It's just like the sword in the stone. I've showed you that picture so many times. William Telltale images. So you get the picture of him always holding his flesh. Yeah, it's just the whale's tail, where Jupiter was for the death of the Queen. It's moving on, but it's going to be coming back here. So William, the eclipse is also happening. This full moon eclipse is happening on his 4th, 10th public family house, just like with Charles. Just like with Charles, it's happening in his 10th and 4th, and Mercury represents his sun. So this is just a very important date. There's something, you know, coming up with this Black Madonna, Lourdes, the voile, the veil. In French, voile, you change the O and the I, and it's rape. Same words. So there were many other things I wanted to say to you, but as you can see, there's just so much going on with this Virgo, the moon landing, and it's just pointing this all out to you. You will get it. He has got a finger of God, William, pointing to Chiron on Algol. So that's going to be a big thing when Uranus opens his door with Algol on that finger of God in another year and a bit. And he's rising Sagittarius. Uranus, it says it's in Scorpio, but Uranus is retrograde, so it came, let's see, that is, so Uranus. So he's got this thing going on as well, of Jupiter coming from Libra retrogrades to, and Scorpio Uranus is actually not in Scorpio, it's here, but let's see if it actually got to Scorpio. Yeah, it was in Scorpio the month before he was born, and then when he's born, it's in Libra. And Jupiter, before he was born, was in Libra, and then for his birth, it went back to Virgo. So this is what they want. They're bringing, this is Adam and Eve. This is Jupiter, the ruler of his rising, in full in this Virgo girl. Mars is also, it's not in full, but this, you know, this is very, very, very materialistic. Saturn, Mars, Pluto, exactly like we see. You know, this is really bringing up, this is really bringing up this Virgo girl, and, you know, avoiding this merging, the true merging of Scorpio, and bringing up this Eve again. This is so, you know, it's all in their charts. That's all I wanted to say. So just to point that out, we've got the cock sportive on here. It was the year of the cock for the moon landing, 1969. And they've all got that Sirius. Princess Diana, she had as well. He's got North Node on Sirius, the dog star. We're going to have Mars retrograding over his 6th, his work house. And coming into his 5th house as well, over his Mercury on Aldebaran. So you get it. It's just so much. And this VOIL coming up in the news today. So it's all about happening in school. It's the school girls, Islamic. They're just saying, you know, everybody, all the girls are wanting to keep their, it was made illegal, of course. So now this is the rising of the Islam energy. So coming back to school in September has been marked by the rise of those going against the law and all wearing their voiles. So this is it. This is the Virgo girl, and we're going to have, it's going to be really a big date. Allez les bleus. The blue star is SpicA. The blue star is SpicA. So we're going to have Mercury on SpicA for the solar eclipse in this Virgo girl, and then it's going to go into but this is the allez les bleus. This is going to be about the girls rising, the Islamist girls, you know, anything that brings up this energy of the Virgo girl. Okay, I'll be back for a video as soon as I can. I just thought I had to bring in about these eclipses and the charts. Because, you know, this is William Telltale. And that is the apple, that is the bullseye, that is the target. And we've got Jupiter opposite all this. So for the Jupiter on the whale's tail, and Neptune conjunct just in Aquarius. And the Mars, the William lunar eclipse, King Charles. So he's going to have this retrograde going on. He's got Mars in Scorpio, and when it comes back over. And of course, William has also, he's got his sun on Sirius, but right on the wand of Merlin. On the wand of Merlin, He's going to has that north node right on Sirius. And this is where we have on the 22nd of the 3rd, Mars will have ended his retrograde and will be right on the wand of Merlin. So if we actually look on the sun, it is just in Gemini. Okay, darlings, I'll be back soon. Bye.